Welcome back. Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa apparently turned 13. It is Saturday night, and I've stayed in North Carolina. So, I think these guys should be beat up on. What do you think? They look pretty beat up on anyway. We'll get a 3-1 advantage. That looks pretty good. Let's give that a go. Got the air conditioner on, you may hear it. It's loud, but it's also 73 degrees in here, and I need it to be cooler. Okay, not great. You know, I guess 3-1, right? Casualty ratio. Alright, let's look at Talinn here. Interesting. I guess what we want to do is push this guy back. And we'll just complete the line. I guess we have to get ready for that next turn. Yeah, these guys need a break, huh? As soon as we capture this, maybe. Maybe if we go for Narva. We'll see. Only because we're more than double. Yeah, okay, it paid off. I was a little worried, infantry against tanks, but it seems to have worked out. Now, that allows us to do this. How's our entrenchment? Well, we don't know yet. Okay. And can you do anything? No. We don't want you to. Okay. Let me get you up a little closer, like here, I guess, would be good. Alright, the 18th Army continues its run across to try and do something over here. It's not useless. We can actually get there. Oh. Oh. Alright. That's way out. We're gonna get complaints about that, but that's what you get for not looking around. That's okay. We'll lose a couple of action points, which is sort of annoying. Let's get a couple more over to the bottom here, and then the rest can try and get across this bridge to Ostrov. Okay, and I did look those up. Those cards are fire and forget. You set them and forget them. And I see no reason to change them yet. We got lots of fuel. Let's see, you know, tanks can't go into swamps, so our infantry should go over here to the west. Okay. And the fact is, I don't really care what they do. So I'll get over here. We don't know much about it. Can you fight? Yep. What do we got here? 70. I wish I had one more unit. I guess maybe I will. Okay. Well, let's give this a go. Yeah, let's knock out some tanks. Great. Oh, there's another unit there. Okay. I'm gonna get over there. Now, we do have the ability to go after this. And we did take some damage. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I believe marching the infantry forward will really be helpful in getting on the other side of Narva here and cutting them off. I think that takes care of Army Group North. These guys do have the ability to fight someone. Maybe they should just beat up on that garrison some more. Yeah. Okay, so we lost a few Panzer IVs, but took away, a third of their strength. Not bad. I'll take it. So, this is quite a problem. And we know that 9th Army is kind of tired. How you doing on your desire to attack? 69. Not the worst. 23, that's bad. 41. Shoot. Well, I guess we'll just have to spread out a little more. And I'll back off from there. Oh boy. I'm going to rest and refit 9th Army. I think we've got enough strength that they're not going to mess with us here. And I'm also going to turn them to sustained. We've got tons of political points. They're going to be blocker units for now. I still want to assault, but I can't do blitzkrieg. So this, I think, stops the bottle from overflowing over here. These guys really don't belong here anyway. 73 versus 74. I wish I had something to send over there, but I don't. Alright. So our goal here last turn was moving in to take Smolensk. They're very well dug in. And they have okay morale. And I do have a lot of... This is scary. I do have a lot of units around it. Way more than we need. Okay, let's turn off the tanks. No, we need that. Okay. Versus 103. Well, I'm going to roll the dice and go for it. Okay, pretty good damage. And it is ours. Okay. What I'm going to do is move. Boy, this is bad. Before I do anything else, investigate down here. See, I'd like to move this guy there, but I can't. Any information on you? No. Get this doubled up. They've got a lot of strength, and it really bothers me. You know, it's like, how are they that strong? I've got a couple of units here. Ah, yes. Okay, well, we'll just counterattack, and apparently we do need that. Alright, we're over by quite a bit, but I want this back. Yeah. Okay. It looks like we got a pretty fresh troop there. I have got to get out of here. That's right. Do I have any infantry? Yes. Okay. And we got to come up with something a little more interesting than what I'm doing here. We'll keep it probably, but just making sure everybody's at 50. No, there's another 25%er. Okay, this is a lot, but they're damaged units, right? So what I really want to do is get second or third Panzer, sorry, third, to swing around. I just don't know if like this is necessary, right? This probably is, although we could back off to here, but what's the objective here? Is it this or this? Just out of curiosity, what can continue to attack? Lots of things. Okay, and we only have a 200 limit, so unless we can get over here, we cannot. And attack. Okay, let's get you over there. Alright, we should be able to hit these guys pretty hard. Alright. 2 to 1. And we took over a third of his power away. Okay, good. This is what I was hoping for. It's like, can we follow up? Can you guys do anything else, or are you dead in the water? Yeah. That's what I was worried about. But we do have second army, or second Panzer. I had to do it. I saw it, and I can you reach that far? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need more in Smolensk, but yeah, see, they can double up and really get us. And that's scary. Can I put you in Smolensk? Okay. Really is a shame that we can't get around to here and attack. I don't know. I feel like I have the units all bogged down and the wrong thing. I did take Vyazma though. that's pretty close. And we can contract and come back next turn and really get these guys, but I don't know. I would love to attack now. Just to get that third side there. Now we got 300. Look at that. Well, we lost 1,000, 1,100 of our guys, but we give them 14,000 in casualties, so it seems to be worth it to me. No. Huh. Why do you guys want to back up there? That's interesting. Okay. I think we just stick it out like this. Can I get an infantry? No. Alright. Interesting. I wonder what that garrison was for. Yeah. See, again, I could hit them. Yeah, that's the Smolensk garrison. Okay. They're not that well entrenched, see? Could hit them. Let's see what I got. Maybe if I just... It's a lesser force. Yeah. That was a little painful. We did give better than we got. I mean, we, 2,800 for 8,000, 6, 7, yeah, 7,500. Can we do the same thing again here? Yeah. I mean, 4-to-1 casualty ratio is not bad, but on the other hand, we are weak. And so that is a problem. I don't know if I need this. I think I'm going to back off to here. I don't think I need this hex here. The bridge is nice. But I don't know. It put us here, right? Surrounded by all these guys. And I don't like that. Okay, what's going on here? Entrenchment 40. Looks like somebody's cruising for a bruising, as they used to say. Let's turn off Hugo's unit. 6-to-1. How are you guys doing? Entrenchment 70. Yeah. And what's your strength level at? 364. Yeah, we turn off Hugo's unit. I don't know if I should have done that. No. Ouch. No. Yeah, it was a bit of a meat grinder there. We took 2 casualties for every one that they took, and we did not push them back. You guys are supposed to be fresh. Oh, and I love how they couldn't attack through there. That's just too much. I don't know. You guys. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Let's see the fuel. It looks like we're okay in getting through to here, but I don't know. I'm going to start moving 6th Army. If I move there for just the one turn, I'm going to start moving 6th Army over to the east. Get over here. Is that it? Okay. Now we got this guy. We can go there. Alright, that will allow us to move this guy over here, which will give us a slight help. I mean, if these guys attack this guy, we'll put him on 75. It'll be a little ugly. Yeah. It's like 225 versus 68, right? They should attack. They ought to. I don't know. We're pretty fragile. It's hopefully attacking across the water is a big deal. You know, we don't need these hexes, but I do want to keep them away. That's kind of, I regret moving out of here in a way, but I mean they had us surrounded so heavily. I don't know what I'm going to do next turn. I really don't. I did push them back from here though, so they're going to have to walk back over and attack, or this is just nasty. We're so badly outnumbered. And we have to pause. We just have to pause up here. I wish there's something, maybe with 18th Army we could get around behind these guys, come down, try and cut them off. I don't know. I think that's all I can do for the middle. And now let's take a look. Okay, we got a new supply base at Prescuro, lots of fuel. I don't know why they haven't attacked us here. Let's zip this guy over to Nikolaev anyway and get him out of being stuck over there. So we got this. I need to curl around and block these guys from trying to cut us off to the river. I really want to get more across here. Okay. What I should have done is I'll go there. Moved some more 11th Army units. Are you 11th Army? Yes, you are. Okay. Over here. Can we get... I need to do it. Like, I need to. It's unpleasant, but... Oh gosh, these are so weak. I hate having all these divisions tied up here. Maybe I should just trim it down to 3 divisions, you know. Look at that. Their morale's fine. Not great, but... 54. The one's ready to fight. Probably a newer unit. Oh no, it's the fort. Huh. How are you guys? 90 and 63. What about you? Alright. Was it worth it? I don't know. Okay, we got some strength here. Very little, but some. Since the cannon isn't coming, what is the problem? You know? Okay, they are making rail. It is coming here. But we'll get this guy here so that we have a little more strength to support these. And I don't know, it's like 50-50 over here. Ah, so ugly. I do not like it. I think I'm going to have to withdraw and let these guys kind of leave it to themselves over here. No. And no, 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 no. I made a mistake. Okay, all light infantry. Alright, well, let's shuffle. Oh, you are so not ready for combat. I don't even know what to do with you. That's terrible. Light, light, light mountain. Eh. Alright. Well, I was hoping to do. Maybe we do outnumber them significantly. But look, those tanks did a number on us. That was not good. Yeah. Yeah. We'll leave the mountain where they are. I wish I could get another unit over there. Is there a city near here? Yeah, Zhytomyr. Okay. Pretty good entrenchment. I think I'm going to try and take Zhytomyr with the glorious 1st Panzer. What do we got in there? 250? 200? What? Why can I only attack with 200? 300. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, let's turn these tank divisions off. Okay, we needed that. Versus 250? No. I can't. I've got to do something else. What's this? It's 253. I need to get another hex of attack. Alright, can you move over one? No, we looked at that. Okay. Nope. Yes. All right. Alright, we got that one extra unit over there, and that's going to make all the difference. Okay. Turn off the weak tank units. Unless it costs us. How about you? Yeah. Okay. We are way under where I'd like to be, but it's working. Okay. Everybody march. I'll leave you where you are. Okay. Interesting. That's fine. Okay. Let's get your command over here. So got a couple units. I could attack here. It's 200 versus 214. What can we do here? 253. Not unless I can get something to attack down. Nope. Okay, that's, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas, as they say. What do we got? The casualties. I know we're getting a lot on the back end. And my objective here is to split the enemy, right? That motorized division there. Okay. By the way, what can we do now? I could punish him. How's their entrenchments? Yeah, 100. Maybe I'll let them retreat and see what they do. Because really what I want to do is come up and around. So I'm going to strengthen this up. So 156. 207. Okay. You should still be able to attack, yes. You should still be able to, so that's 2. You not so much. You, yes. You no. Okay. There is a unit over here, the mountain division, that could do it. Okay. So the Hungarian cavalry is the only unit that can attack from here. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a try, because that was pretty much equal. 1,000, 2,200, 2,600. And we did not push them back, which was too bad, because that was the objective. Okay. We'll have to wait till next time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to attack this. I really have to get over here with 6th Army and try and draw these guys off. That's my plan. So that they don't get surrounded from behind as their big fear. Oh boy. It was too tempting, I have to admit it. I mean, we could get really beat up here. I'm going to change it to 25% to get back out of there. In all cases. Alright, I need you to be at 50. No need to get beat up on my account, guys. Okay, and the deal here is I want to pump some units down here. Now, can you attack? Yes, you can. So, we can both attack this fella. And we isolated. And we can keep him back there like that. Okay. And unfortunately I can't get him across the river. And I don't want to put him there because this tank division will just get... They're probably going to get pushed back. As a matter of fact, I should put him on 25, really. It's just so that they get the hell out of there. Because we don't need that hex. It's a nice to have. Back off to here and I can surround them and destroy them maybe. I'm not in love with our placement, but I don't see much else to do with it. I don't know. We're gonna see how this track gets worked on, what happens over here. We're probably going to eliminate that next turn. If they decide to come at us up here, what's going on over here? I'm gonna figure they're gonna pull back to defend Kyiv, and then this, I'm hoping to pull these guys away, and then this is just prayer that I can keep a supply chain running. I mean, it looks like a lot, but you know, I think we're strong enough here. That's a good thing to look over. Jeez. I'll do 50, guys. I don't want you utterly destroyed. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Here's our 75%er we don't need. Okay, let's make it 50 as well. I'm gonna move over there. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it's worth it from this perspective, but on the other hand, we were not prepared for combat, see? So all we did was knock them back, and for what? What's your problem? Yeah, I know that. 100, yeah. 41, 27. I'm not going to fight with them. It's so bad. So bad. 18th Army really has to come to the rescue. Okay, the Finns are fine. We did our little attack there. I couldn't move much forward with the 16th Army. It's disappointing. We were able to get some advance going here. I think I might change the supply to Pskov, because it's here. It's really far back, isn't it? And we've got enough fuel for a couple days, couple turns. Everything I do is such a huge gamble. It's like my life. Oh boy. Okay, I think that's it for all the movements. Is there anyone else I want to put on sustained? Not really. 6th Army once it gets over here. Probably, but nobody else yet. Maybe the Romanians, but they're kind of busy right now. Alright. Division commendation, these are the easy ones, right? Yes. Truck refit. Absolutely. What am I doing with my relationships? Okay, Von Lieb, plus 30. Plus 47, Von Bach, Von Rundstedt. Plus 36. Okay. So I probably don't need smooth the way. Oh, okay. I think Army Group North could use the help. All right, Fort Supply Base, Army Group North. Ooh, Luga or Pskov. Okay. What are the chances it gets taken back from us? Quite small at this point. Pskov's got a... Oh, Luga's got an airfield too. There is going to be a problem supplying 16th Army, but I don't think that'll take very long. So, Luga it is. I probably should have 12 days, so 3 turns. It is farther, I guess. Fort Supply Base here. I don't want to move it. No, thank you. In Army Group Center. Airfield Army Group Center. I think it's at Smolensk. I mean, I don't think I want to mess with it. No, it's at Orsha. That's fine. Wait a minute. Ah. Yes, I need to destroy that next turn. That's right. Okay, so the answer is no. Okay, artillery, center, and... yeah, south. Okay, well, what we need to do is see if there are any trains available. Rail capacity. So we have extras. But can they do 8 or 9? I don't know. Out of these. But it seems to be okay, right? 32 minus 9? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to do the middle. Okay. My relationship with General Gurkha is awful. Very, very odd compared to normal gameplay. Alright, I think that's it. Oof. Mm-hmm. Mostly as expected. Okay, so they're pushing down from Leningrad here and have noticed the threat. A lot of shuffling going on, huh? As expected, they've put quite a line up in front of Kyiv. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ah, siege artillery has arrived at Odessa. Yay! It's the Muppet Show. A very special guest star, siege artillery. Uh-huh. It will automatically connect. Okay. So, fine. So I just leave it 10 decisions. Who cares? I guess about pending deployment. Okay. Well, let's save. Is it 14? 13? This is, yeah, 14. Okay. All right, let's take a look. They moved back here in force. Okay. And over here, I'd say we're okay. I'll probably just move up, try and cut this off from the rest of these. Over here, as I said, they've moved some units down, some tank divisions down. It's not a ton. I'll be able to get around them. There's a little bit of support that they've put in to create a supply line protection for Narva. We'll break through that. Yeah, we've got to pick our battles up here. I've got to march through the swamp with the infantry. Get these guys up. I'm sure there's bitching and moaning about these two divisions. And we can get 18th Army. It looks like it rained. Yeah, Moscow heavy rain. Minsk rain. Odessa rain. Alright, we survived. We survived along the line. I might take this out and try and encircle this stack. We'll see. It's a very weak stack, though. Maybe I try and come back down here and swallow up these guys a little bit at a time. I don't know. They did not reoccupy this hex. Neither of these. And they did not try and do anything here, as far as I know. We'll get 6th Army moving. But all this wet land all of a sudden is going to really bog us down, and that sucks. Okay. So they put their... It's not much. The defensive line here in front of Kyiv. This is very weak. Could probably get through it and come around here. Try and surround these guys. Same thing here. Maybe able to envelope this. I think this is looking pretty good, except for my guys being super tired. This is worrisome. Yep. I don't think our little mountain division is going to be able to protect that. We got a newly arrived thing here. It's not great on supply, is it? Yeah. Because of the muck. Okay. They didn't attack here. Could be worse. Okay. The rail didn't really get worked on, but it's here, so thank our lucky stars. It's defensive bonus. I want it blowing stuff up. I don't think I've ever used a siege cannon before. I don't think I've ever had the patience to wait that long. But yeah, we've got problems here. I really wish these guys could truly link up, but it's going to be a minute because we have to take care of this. All right, reports. We know that it's raining in the middle. And we're going to talk to some people about winter, by the way. Daily log. Finns still are not interested in moving. Barges are going. Okay, the construction battalions are doing something in the north. And we are moving the forward supply base, so 3 turns. That's like an eternity. Yay, mechanical failures. Oh, some limited ammunition shortages. What? Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. So that clearly explains it here. It starts with 100 truck columns and whenever it goes below 100. So maybe we're going to get asked if we should increase some in a bit. I totally thought we were changing the forward supply base. Okay. Oh, that's Army Group Center, right. Okay. Division is cut off. Where? In Army Group Center? Or Army Group South? Yeah. Army Group South, okay. Where is it cut off? Ah, this guy. Really? That's all it took? Well, we'll get that back. Okay, that's fine. I don't like giving up towns, but we'll probably have to withdraw to a line closer to here. Unless I can free up some 17th Army units, and we can stretch that far, which is very unlikely. By the way, whoops, what I really wanted to do. Okay, yeah. Oh, so it won't be this turn, but maybe next turn, or maybe the turn after that we see it, because it says it takes a turn to set up. Does that mean this turn or the next turn? Staff. I hate that. Staff handicap. My logistical hasn't come back up. Okay. The following turn. Okay, so that should be turn 15 that it ought to start. I'm gonna check on something here. People talk to me on LinkedIn about the stuff that I'm doing, but they don't like and share, comment on my posts. That's just fantastic. This is the world I live in, and yet all the sycophants race to these people that they suck up to and give them 80 likes for a picture, and here I am producing videos and books and interviews and kinds of things. Okay, loss assessment. We got beat up pretty bad last turn, mostly because of that one mistake that I made where it was pretty even. 6 or 7,000 people. Ugly. Okay, a lot of wounded. We've lost 64. What is that? Does that mean it 64% remains in service? No, I think. Yeah. I don't know. It's ugly. Because this looks like 4% of the armor in service is broken down, so that would mean 64% of the armor is in service. I'd have to look at the last day's report to see if that's over 50% remains or under 50%. That's confusing. All right, let's look at our battle reports. Nice. We'll probably get a commendation request coming soon. Oh, great. A propaganda film. And yeah. Caught flat-footed. Provisionally sanctioned. Oh boy. So that's going to come up. And in the south. So I don't think they counterattacked anywhere. Oh no, they did here. One division attacked. Weird. Very weird. 9 divisions attacked 1 division. Amazing. We ought to give them a medal. That is at Kirovograd. Okay, so this is this unit here. Yep. Amazing. They're going to have to get out of there. They didn't even get hurt that badly. Like, did the rain cause a problem? Because, I mean, this is amazing. They were so badly outnumbered here. 9 divisions. Whew. All right, rail capacity. Well, we know this is done. And we're stockpiling fuel while we wait in Army Group North for that forward supply base to move. We're getting lots of fuel in Army Group Center, so that's going to be good for our panzer groups. And in the south, we're doing okay too. All right, rail capacity, yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Truck columns. We aren't moving anything in the north. Army Group Center. Look at that. Like, just... I did approve something, I think, for Army Group South. I wish Army Group Center would ask me. So what are they bitching and moaning about? We have more than 100 truck columns. Here. Infantry and artillery use. Okay. So I will, as soon as I can bump that up by 20 truck columns, I will do that. Alright. Let's look at the charts. Alright. We've passed the 1.4 million casualties inflicted on the nasty enemy. And we've taken 150,000 casualties ourselves. So, not pleasant, but not terrible. Fuel, looking good. Looking good. We're going to see this go down, but that's temporary. Relationships. The general Gurkha problem is not good. Political points are good. The trains are okay, except, of course, in Army Group North, where we're going to stop doing anything. The trucks are fine, except for that one little fix. Now, we've got a problem with Luftwaffe in Army Group Center. I'm not sure what that is. And we've seen a spike here in partisan activity in the center and south. Amazing. All right. Okay. Well, I have finished in the last couple weeks a lot of things that have been open loops for, in some cases, for years. And AI has really helped me out with doing that. I rejected AI the first couple years that it came out because it was kind of dumb. It didn't have the memory capacity to do what I wanted, and it hadn't learned enough. But now, especially with paid versions like through OpenRouter, I'm able to get it to keep enough in memory, and I often still have to remind it that I can write, and as a copywriter for 30 years, I can get it to write good stuff. I think many business owners were fascinated by the fact that you could ask it a question and it would produce a page of what I consider drivel, but it was good enough for them. And now it's capable with guidance and sort of paragraph by paragraph and recontextualizing it and fixing it. It is capable of doing quite a bit. So I had from the interview transcripts of my show, I put out a book on satellite space situational awareness is the term. I'm throwing up a lot of satellites up there. How do we make sure that they communicate with each other and talk with each other? Don't crash into each other. And this has become a major issue. I actually watched the major person promoting the idea that we should be looking at this, Dr. Marie Bajaj, be ridiculed 5 years ago for it, and by 3 years ago he was seen as like the patron saint of the whole thing. So fashion of the idea, fashion of the moment is such a big thing everywhere, even in supposedly rational areas like space and defense. Something for you to think about. And that book's okay, but it was put out in an early time, like years ago, before AI, and still I've invested thousands of dollars into these things with human editors, and still had to do things, right? I've still got to write an intro and outro, summaries, conclusions, right? Put an offer in there, all these things. Kind of a wrapper, pay for cover art, and yeah, I could get AI to do it, but I'd prefer to pay an artist, and so that's what I've done. And so I had this book on the evolution of space entrepreneurship, which is basically teaching space startup founders how to create a real commercial business and not just sell stuff to the military. And so I had 6 good interviews for that. Ran them through Otter.ai years ago. This is in 2022. Paid for the cover art in November 2022. Got about 90% done. Had my assistant doing the editing for it, and that was so slow, and I'm paying her thousands of dollars to do it. And it got about 90% done, and it just stalled. And ever since then, it's been on my list. I've been kicking it into the future every time I see it, because I knew it was going to take hours and hours, even with help, to sit down and do it. But with the latest way I've been using AI, I've been using AI for the last year or so, really, and I use it every day now to help me in getting better and better with using it and the different ways you can use it. I was able to feed these transcripts into AI and get it to summarize and create bullet points. So this could be something that you would use it for yourself, right? There's free apps that will take a YouTube video and give you the transcript in a second. And then you dump that into AI and you say, summarize this, or something like that. As if you got a report for work or a big study to look at, you can do this, right? And it'll save you a ton of time. And so those were the intros to my chapters, and I still had to make sure that they were factually correct and the thing wasn't hallucinating and lying, and then personalize it for myself. But I got this book done in maybe 8 hours over 2 weeks after being stalled at 90% for like 2.5 years. So it is called The Evolution of Space Entrepreneurship. I'll link to it below if you're interested. There's a Kindle version right now for $4.99, and I will make a print version. The proof copy is actually on its way to me, since I just put this up yesterday. And the reason I'm talking about it is, like, this is persistence, right? This is things that I've been doing for years, and like I said, I hate open loops, and I've been closing a lot of them lately, like that interview with Nicholas Moran, the chieftain, getting that done. Dr. Joel Moser, same thing, chief scientist of the Air Force and Space Force. He's retired now, but he was. 5 years I've been chasing that guy, right? And suddenly they both booked on the same day. Like, huh? There's something going on there. So check that out if it's a thing that's of interest to you. I got something interesting I'll tell you about at the end of the last one, of the next episode that I have been working on as well. Something I put 20 hours into so far, and it takes about 4 hours every time I do it. All right, I think that was a lot. Thanks for watching. Likes, comments, shares, always appreciated. It is hard to grow these channels. It is really, really hard to grow any channel, and all that stuff really helps, right? If you like a creator, if you like a content creator or book creator or something like that, and they've got social media or YouTube, this is the best thing you can do to help them. It's free, right? It takes minimal effort, and I'm often disappointed at how few people do it. But I'm glad that this channel, routinely gets that kind of support where I can see, okay, 20% of the people who watched hit like. That's a good thing, or 15% or something like that, right? I don't have super high expectations. I don't expect, 80% of the people to do anything. But anyway, I will see you next time, which for you will be a few days. For me will be mere moments.